What's up, world? This is your gorgeous global girl, Queen Charis, live coming from you from QueenCharis.com. And yes, I have my man Keim LeMarc. He is on our On The ComeUp Series, and I want to just dive right in and let y'all know this young, I'm just letting y'all know. I just need y'all to hear it for yourself and tell me what's up with it. I'm he don't even know. What's up, Mr. King?
Hey, what's up? What's up? Yeah, how y'all feeling out there?
He goes by the name Keim LeMarc, and he is being featured on the QueenCharis.com On The ComeUp Series, and this is Global Girl Queen Charis live coming at you. I just first want to thank you so much for hitting me up on Twitter, letting me, hear your music, and so many people hit me up. So many people hit me up to listen to your music, so I thank you for your patience.
Oh, yeah, it's no problem.
Mm-hmm.
No problem.
Yes, yes, yes. So let's just dive right in. First and foremost, when I heard your music, I was like blown away. Like, you gotta tell me, like, is all your production original music, or is it lease beats, or what is it?
Like, most of it is, like, least beat with, a few of them with, like, original production. I got with a few producers on there, like, Evo and, Solar and Real, people like that. And, we just went, I told them, my vision of what I wanted, the music to sound like, they already had their vision, and, we just put those two together, we could get it out.
I'm in love with it. Your sound is so dope. It's so different. I'm like, dang, this is something that we need. Like, I'm so in love with it. Like, I just got to let you know I'm so in love with it. And I kind of love how you called it a concept album. That right there is dope beyond. You know what I'm saying? Because most people still talking about mixtape, mix CD, but you talking about this is a concept album. Like, break that down.
Well, like, basically the whole, project was really just revolved around my life from, I was like 2010 to this past year, just everything I'm talking about in the album, just being a young black man and really trying to find my way, and going through the struggles that, that we usually go through, and just trying to make that, if I could put, like, say, a week, if I narrowed it down to, like, a week in my life and made it into an album, you know what I'm saying? Just put that concept out there to make it, that it can help somebody who's already going through what I'm going through, that somebody's like a positive way. So that was the whole concept of that, just trying to make it as dope as possible, something that's not really even being done right now,
That's
It's
it.
a whole lot of the same thing, so I'm going to do something different. I was going to put me outside the box.
Right, because your flow to me is like you're more so like a poet. Cause you be running on, like you be don't even keeping up with the beat. You just be like going. I'm like, he ain't even on beat. Like he just keep going. I was like, it's so crazy, right? But I love how you just flip it back and bring it on in. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah. Yeah, that's just my style, just
I
naturally.
know it's so crazy and different. Like I just love how you do that. Break that down, like your lyrical flow, like it's different. Like I just love how you do that. Like I'm like he ain't even on beat right now and just still flowing. But go ahead.
Right. I mean, it was just something that, I crafted, what I'm saying, this over the years, just really trying to develop it out and trying to find out exactly what that was, and then once I figured it, mastered it, what I'm saying, it just worked. It just worked whatever I rap with.
It just works though, boo. It just works. So okay, so you mentioned that you had some of the leads on it. Give me the ones, the tracks that have the original beats on there, because like I'm gonna tell you some of my favorites, right? And first and foremost, I forgot to tell the people who is listening, let everybody know who is listening right now, where you are from, and all that stuff about what's up with where you from. Tell them, because I don't want to tell them. Go ahead.
Alright. Well, I'm from Washington, D.C., Northeast, 1A zone, 12 and a half, what's up? Yeah, I'm from, I'm saying, I'm from a place where a lot of people don't be making it out at, I just want to spread feel like nobody really represented the people in the city, in the city, in DC the right way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanna, you know what I'm saying, talk about how much money they got, type of cars they drive, how many guns they got, blah blah blah. That don't really mean nothing at the end of the day. So I really want to represent us, and you know, as the people. So
That's it, because you mentioned that you were a conscious, you had a conscious, like you was a rapper with a conscious, like break that down.
well, well, the thing is with that is like a lot of people in the streets, you know what I'm saying, that I've dealt with, is just like more so they don't have a social conscience towards a lot of things that I had social conscience towards. Like some things that I would care about, some things that would affect me might not affect the next man. So when I say stuff like about gentrification, I believe I had that in the phone on my project. I mentioned gentrification where I said I will, and I think hopefully I remember my lyrics right, but I said our real enemy is making projects out of our projects. You know what I'm saying? What that mean is it's like with gentrification is they coming into our neighborhood, stepping our community, you know, changing up things that you know we've grown accustomed to over the years of being in to their life, you know. And you got to think about the effect that that has on the rest that lives in. So like just social things like that, you know, and police brutality and different things that I'm touching on was really effective. It's real, you know.
That's
So
it. That's it.
yeah,
It's so real though. It's just so real. And you know, I know you mentioned that you feel like a lot of people not really representing the city, and DC, Maryland, and Virginia, they have, it's a different dynamic here. You know, a lot of people don't realize that you know, it's a lot of crabs in the barrel here and all that craziness, and it's hard for, well, it has been hard for rappers to really break out and break free, you know what I'm saying, really
right,
be considered a classical art form from DC. Thing had to be go 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 go, and nobody was accepting it. So now, you know, people are really, you know, opening up to being you know, on the rise. But one thing that I hear in your music that is different from anybody that I've heard in the city. I just feel like that is something that we need to really put out there and put out there on the forefront. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people may not even, you know, get down with your music. You know what I'm saying? But to
right,
me, it's like I'm always looking for the difference. Like I gotta be different in everything that I do. Like I can't stand in the crowd. Never was a part of the crowd. Always was there. Always had to be the
right,
center of attention. You know, for me, it's like give me something different. Like I'm always looking for the difference, and I see that. You know, I heard that as soon as I heard your first track. Like all your intros are so freaking dope. Like you just on such a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
with that, tell me what are the tracks that have the original beats on it?
Well, the track that the original beat on is the first track.
Love
First
that.
like Drake, yeah, that was the original.
I
He
love
produced
that
that.
joint. And who produced that?
I had Devo out the UK. He produced out of London, you know.
Yeah, I gotta get his information because I'm getting ready to start a producers set too. You know, for the producers, just to kind of get in their head. You know, because you know, hip hop rap is here to stay. It's global. You know, the movement is not going anywhere. But I think now with the saturation of a lot of BS and you know, just it's just lacking any type of
Yeah,
integrity in the music these days. It's just whatever. So, you know, I feel like,
I feel like,
yeah,
you know, rap now it just lost everything. It lost its integrity, it lost substance. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean nothing no more. It's just about turning up and a whole bunch of other stuff that don't have nothing to do with anything at the end of the day for real. So anytime, you know, any music that comes out and it has stuff and it reminds you of what hip hop really supposed to represent, you know what I'm saying? It's like people are surprised by that now. Like it's like, you know what I'm saying, they so used to this other stuff and then when they hear like real music then it's just
Exactly. So what is the other tracks on that was original?
The other ones were Trey
Uh-huh.
was track 3 was original, 5, 6, and
You said track 3 and what else?
6.
Tracks 3 and 6.
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause I really liked Hobo and I really liked Separate Ways in terms of, because you really like giving a full feature film in all of your songs. Like they're like 7, 8 minutes long. You know what I'm saying? Like that alone is totally different. Like you're doing a movie in all your tracks. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, you're trying to tell a story, craft an image in your listeners' minds. You know what I'm saying? So what exactly is that image? What's that message that you want people to know?
Well, my main message is really just to get people to open their eyes to what's really going on in society and not being scared to speak on what's real. A lot of people feel like they got to sugarcoat stuff and, hold their tongue when it comes to certain subjects, and that shouldn't be the case. Like, you should always be able to speak your mind, and, really, I just want to, be the voice of my generation and just elevate my people as a culture, So, if I can do that, if I can make them listen, then, it's all for the better.
That's right. That's it. So the one thing, if you could say it in one word, what would you want people to know about your music?
The one word I want people to know that my music is honest.
It's what?
It's honest. It comes from a real place.
It's honest.
Yeah, I want people to understand that, it comes from a real place, and, everything that I talk about, is related. Somebody can take something out, each one of my songs, in some type of way, regardless of, where you come from, you can take something away from my music. It's apply to your life.
Right. So in your songs, all of it was a true story, or was some of it fabricated?
What song was it?
Any of them? Is all of it true story, true to life, or is it?
Yeah, all of them is like real life stories.
Okay.
What happened to them?
That happened to you specifically or somebody you know? Because you know how a lot of rappers, they rap about certain things, but that it never really happened to them, or they never really did it. They just rapping about what other people's lives and what other people did. You know what I'm saying? So is
Right,
this
well,
your life?
This specific project is really just all of the things that happened to me and, the people that I'm surrounded with, but the next project will be delving into, what's going on around me, and not necessarily more so me, but just what's going on around me, which you can see through mine. But this specific project, it was all me.
Mm-hmm. Real honest.
Right.
Real honest. Like you said.
This is how I wanted to come out anyway, just, get my, just get this part of my, life story first, and then, talk about the other things that I want to talk about to those out there. But I wanted to come out with this project like that for the whole reason behind it.
Awesome. Okay, well, we about to cue up some of your music real quick. Which one would you like to hear first? And I'm going to share with the people some of my favorites, and, we'll go from there.
Oh yeah, you can definitely get into that vegetables. Track 2, we're going to hit that one up first.
Okay. And go ahead and set that up for them so they can know what exactly they're listening to.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? This is Keim LeMarc. You right here. About to do this first song on my debut EP, Life is Cheap. This is Vegetables. Go ahead, check that out.
Fuckboy special. Support your local weed man. Follow me. All my life I always thirsted for some balance. And who'd have known these streets would turn me to a savage? I have to kill myself just to live again and turn my life around. So much much stress come with trapping, but I love the dough. Plus my mother always told me, little nigga, woke up playing San Andreas after I hit my clientele with mass text. It wasn't long to 40 out 60 hit back. My phone buzzing, fingers I could power down some stuff and intent to come up with MDMA. I'm trying to get some white niggas I make connects with. These blue dolphins so they can have a good swim. I sell them for 20, I got about 20. You do the math, find me with Jordans in the kick spot. Develop the street dream on getting richer. I can rock my plug, no worries, got plenty. I seeing Rachel and Tony immortalizing pictures. Only made me want going up, Ray my linen. The sacrifices I make for income got so much potential, wasted on transactions.
Whoa, okay. So what was your message in that particular track right there?
Well, my message in that was really, it all ties in, into the storyline of the project, really. It was just me going through it life, doing what I do, just being in the streets and just touching on the real life story of what the realities of what can really happen that comes living that life. So,
Exactly. So we about to play for the people. Hobo, tell us what the H, the O, the B, and the O mean.
well, hobo, if you from DC, you already know, helping our brothers out. That's what it stands for. It was a clothing line that was real popular back in the day. If you're not from DC, but really, I took the concept of that. The clothing line being what that meant to us in the city at that time, and what it stood for. And I'm like, okay, this is like a real message in the clothing line. I should make a real message with the business song. So I just put two and two together, and made it apply, to what's going on out here. Because I feel like a lot of, black men, black people in general just lost out here. That's in my universe. So I put that together, those two together like that.
All right, let's hear it.
My bed is soaked with cold sweat. My haunted with visions. My conscience won't let me forget. I know that my actions pushes me to mark death, and last night was no exception. I'm contemplating putting my allegiance to this lifestyle in question. Understand that I'm tired before you pass judgment. I done suffered so much inside this life of thugging. I watch my closest friendships become broken. An influx of dollars turn your right hands to informants who'd have thought it. The solid circle got hit with a wrecking ball called reality and left us open to infiltration. I shouldn't feel paranoid around the niggas that I hang with. Plus black be tripping and fifth acting different. I wonder, did his motives change? Can I trust this nigga? Cause who to say he won't smoke me over jealousy? Got niggas in the streets telling me he ain't fucking with you. Damn, I wish I ain't tossed my pistol. Besides, I'm finding myself attached more to the music, and black pressing me to stay in the streets and not to do it. Made even Ashanti would tell a nigga that I'm foolish. I've been a good student, I need to graduate, cause keeping up at this rate, I'll see an early grave.
That's it. And we do not want our brothers to see an early grave. Break that down, King. Break that down, baby.
It's real. It's real. We losing a lot of, black men, young black men, the street life, and they dying young. It's real. I done lost a lot of, a lot of my close friends, to this. Like last year, one of my men died off that. So it's just like, it affects me, so I know it affects those people that's already living that. So it needs to stop. We need to open our minds, and really have a discussion on it for real, because that's us that, it's youth, but it's affecting our families and our future generations, that's all for that. So,
That's it.
Put a stop to it for real.
That's it. I had interviewed this dude on Queen Charis, on the Queen Charis show. He had lost 22 friends in 1 year. 22 friends in Washington, D.C. So that, is tragic within itself. Like, I can't even imagine going to 22 funerals. I can't imagine going to 2 funerals in 1 day. I mean, in 1 year, let alone 22. So
Right.
yeah, it's real out here, and it's time for a change. We about to play for the people who's listening, and thank you so much for tuning in to QueenCharis.com. We're about to listen to Separate Ways, and that's what it basically, your message in this particular song is that you trying to part ways with the streets and go
Right.
all
Right.
in with your music thing, right?
Right.
Set that up while I'm setting this up. Go ahead.
So with this next song that we about to listen to right now,
one time.
the last song off my
Yeah.
you like to see called
Two
Separate
time, two
Ways.
time.
You know what I'm saying? Like she says about, you know what I'm saying, trying to separate from the streets and go on about your dreams.
Side bill.
Doing like, so this is it right
I'm
here.
penning this letter, thinking how the fuck can I say this, cause your views changed on me. I know that all you see is a traitor, but I don't want no beef, I just want peace of mind and a peace of mind. Life back that I gave to you for 3 years. I shed some tears, outlived my peers, almost shot dead, but I'm selfish, right? I deserve the right to one out. Nobody would've heard this song if I took your route. Told me watch my mouth when I talk about you. How you made my past act the hump. Well, fuck it then, if it means saving others, my betrayal was honest. That's it, you couldn't be. I'm feeling like you feared me, cause you know the true meaning of what these rhymes bring. So you send revenge disguised with the face of one of my friends. My freedom from you, this might have to come at my expense. I'm fighting your grip, struggling to pull away. Just let me go my separate way. I need my freedom from you. Can I get some peace of mind? I need to go my separate way. I need my freedom from you. Can I get some peace of mind? I need to go my separate way.
Love it, 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 love it. That's it. That's what's up. So, you know, for me, it's like you want to come up, I'm on to come up. One thing I had to learn, you know, really last year, until even this year, because I'm one of those people that want it now. I've never really had to wait a lot in life. But when you have a dream, you have a focus, you have a destiny. One thing I had to learn is that you cannot cheat the grind. And what that means is you cannot, you know, rush the process of your greatness. As much as I want it now, you know what I'm saying? As much as you want it now, share with the people, you know, about your, you know, to uplift them to never give up and whatever it is their dream is.
You know, one thing you gotta have is patience. You know, you definitely gotta have that. If you don't have patience, you're gonna miss out on a whole lot of things. So it's really, even though you know the time might be getting hard, you might be at a standstill moment where it looks like, you know what I'm saying, nothing's really happening right now. But I've been through it. I'm sure you've been through it. But it's just, you know, you gotta have the patience. You know what I'm saying, to go through that and always, you know what I'm saying, keep doing what you do. Never stray from what you already doing. Keep making it, whether you an artist or you do something else, like keep doing, keep being consistent. You know what I'm saying? Just never give up. It's gonna happen. It's gonna eventually pay off. It's all about time and patience, really. That's the main thing. And always having good quality in whatever you do. So if you're an artist, make sure your music always has good quality. You know what I'm saying? You keeping it real. You staying true to yourself. You stay true to yourself. You ain't never got to worry about falling off or none of that. You know, so that's all it is.
That's it. That's it. Never, ever, ever giving up. And one thing I had to learn, like you said, is stay consistent. You know, a lot of people will fall off when they see you in your grind season. You know what I'm saying? But they don't see things working as fast as you even told them it was going to flow. It's now going like you told them it was going to go. You know what I'm saying? So they'll fall off because you take it on, the vision ain't coming fast enough. But see, for those who stick with Queen Charis through the thick and the thin, when it looks like ain't nothing going on, those are the ones going to eat in the end. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing I realized is that I'm making moves without a whole lot of, you know, announcements. You know what I'm saying? I'm just making moves without a whole lot of announcements, and that's all I'll say. Because when I first started, I was very vocal. I was this, I was that. I was saying I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and blah blah blah. When it don't happen, people lose. They lose, faith in you, and it will hurt your brand. But to me, I had to look at it in terms of, okay, what am I building? Am I building? I was looking at a meme online. It was talking about, you know, it takes 6 months to build a Rolls Royce and only, 6 hours to build a Toyota. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm building Rolls Royce type, empire. You know what I'm saying? And that's who I am. Everybody loves Queen Charis, and I know that, and people are waiting for me to really. I'm going to do it, and so are you. You know what I'm saying? So, we got greatness. That's it. We got greatness inside of us, and like you said, it's all in God's timing, and God is with us, and I'm excited about it all. Like, I had to stop, despising my small beginnings, because I'm so used to doing everything big. Everything's got to be big, and small spark, I'm thinking, this ain't what I'm supposed to be doing. But it's not that. You got to stay consistent. You got to keep moving, because nothing starts off big. It always starts off small, just like a seed in the ground. You know what I'm saying? And then it grows into this huge mammoth tree, and that with branches that others can eat. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm building. So, I can't worry about the haters and the fakers and people that fell off, and the ones who betrayed me, and the ones who rejected me, and you just got to keep.
They're going to be the ones who going to try to hold you down. You got to, what I'm saying? You always got to keep your head up and keep working.
That's
they
it.
Hold you down.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? So, if God be for us, who can be against us? And that's one. So, lastly, this artwork on the cover is so dope. Like, break that down. Who did that for you?
Well, my man, Pathetic Pixels, he out in Boston. He's a real dope artist. He does a lot of, like, posters and just, like, freelance painting and all that. And I hooked up with him, I believe, like, through Twitter, or I just found his website online. So we had a conversation, what I wanted, fit the artwork. Just going on this track record, what he was already doing. I was already sparing his work, so we got together, it was going to make it work. So.
That's what's up. So you already know, just by looking at the artwork, that you're going to hear something different. I didn't know what I was going to hear for real. But I was like, yes. And, we're going to end this track out with Separate Ways. And at the very end, because this track is 8 minutes long, I'm going to put up his his concept album. I'm going to put it up on queencharis.com so y'all can download it there. You can go tell the people where they can find you at.
Well, y'all can find me on Twitter at Keim LeMarc. That's KeimLeMarc. You can download that like TPP at my official website at www.keimlemarc.bandcamp.com.
Awesome. And you can also find that joint at queencharis.com. So before we go, and I want to thank you so much again, wishing you just the ultimate success and desires. And just give a shout out for queencharis.com and for all the listeners that's tuning in, because we got a global audience. Like, I was looking at people from China. We got people from Belgium. I mean, I'm just amazed at. Yes, I'm just amazed and super blessed by this platform and what God has given me.
I definitely appreciate you having me on and giving me this outlet, to express my, some of my music and my, and my views. I really appreciate that.
You're most welcome, boo. So go ahead and do a drop for the queencharis.com listeners.
Yeah, this is Keim LeMarc, live on queencharis.com. You know what I'm saying? It's the number one website, you know what I'm saying?
Yes!
Check this out.
Yes!
I'm going to be supporting it. Y'all should be supporting it. You know what it is.
Thank you All right. And we thank y'all for so much for logging on to queencharis.com, listening to your man, Keim LeMarc, on the Come Up series. We thank you so much. We out.
Yeah.
Okay.